Elisa Lam. Elisa Lam was a Canadian student who disappeared under mysterious circumstances in 2013. She was last seen in the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, California. Security footage showed her behaving erratically in an elevator before vanishing. Her body was later found in the hotel's water tank under bizarre circumstances, sparking numerous conspiracy theories and speculation about foul play. The warm Los Angeles sun greeted Elisa Lam as she stepped off the plane, her heart fluttering with excitement. She had traveled all the way from Canada to embark on a solo adventure in the bustling city of dreams. With her backpack slung over her shoulder and a map clutched in her hand, she felt a surge of anticipation coursing through her veins. As she hailed a cab outside the airport, Elisa couldn't help but marvel at the palm trees swaying in the gentle breeze and the vibrant energy that pulsed through the streets. This was a far cry from the familiar sights and sounds of her hometown, and she relished the chance to explore a new world on her own terms. Arriving at the infamous Cecil Hotel, Elisa's eyes widened in awe at the grandeur of the historic building looming before her. Despite its checkered past, she couldn't resist the allure of its mysterious charm. With a sense of adventure tingling in her bones, she stepped through the doors and into the lobby, ready to begin her journey into the heart of Los Angeles. Little did Elisa know, her solo trip would soon take a dark and unexpected turn, plunging her into a mystery that would capture the attention of the world. But for now, as she stood on the threshold of her grand adventure, she couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement and wonder at the endless possibilities that lay ahead. As Elisa approached the front desk of the Cecil Hotel, her heart raced with a mixture of excitement and nervousness. The lobby exuded an air of faded glamour, with ornate chandeliers casting a soft glow over the marble floors. Despite the hotel's notorious reputation, she couldn't help but be drawn in by its historic charm. With a warm smile, the receptionist welcomed Elisa and checked her in, handing over a set of keys to her room. As she made her way to the elevator, she couldn't shake the feeling of exhilaration coursing through her veins. This was it, the beginning of her solo adventure in the City of Angels. Stepping into her room, Elisa felt a sense of awe wash over her as she took in the breathtaking view of the city skyline from her window. She unpacked her belongings with care, each item a reminder of the journey that had brought her here. From her camera to her journal, she was ready to capture every moment of her adventure. As she settled into her room, Elisa's mind buzzed with excitement at the thought of all the experiences that awaited her in Los Angeles. From exploring the iconic landmarks to immersing herself in the vibrant culture of the city, she was determined to make the most of every opportunity. Little did Elisa know, the Cecil Hotel held secrets far darker than she could ever imagine. But for now, as she gazed out at the twinkling lights of the city below, she couldn't help but feel a sense of anticipation for the adventures that lay ahead. The air within the Cecil Hotel seemed charged with an eerie stillness as Elisa Lam ventured out of her room, her curiosity guiding her through the labyrinthine corridors. The hotel, with its labyrinthine layout and faded grandeur, seemed to hold secrets within its walls, secrets that Elisa was determined to uncover. As she made her way down to the lobby, Elisa couldn't help but notice the peculiarities of the Cecil Hotel, the faded wallpaper, the creaking floorboards, and the whispered rumors that seemed to linger in the air. Yet, despite the ominous atmosphere, she pressed on, her sense of adventure outweighing any apprehension she may have felt. With each step, Elisa felt a sense of anticipation building within her. She wandered through the hotel's various common areas, from the dimly lit bar to the ornate dining hall, soaking in the history and atmosphere of her surroundings. But it was in the hotel's elevator that Elisa's journey took a strange and unsettling turn. Security footage captured her stepping inside, her movements erratic and disjointed as she pressed buttons seemingly at random. She appeared to be talking to someone, or something, unseen, her gestures frantic and bewildered. As the elevator doors closed, Elisa seemed to vanish into thin air, leaving behind a lingering sense of unease. It was the last known sighting of the bright Canadian student, and the beginning of a mystery that would captivate the world. Little did anyone know, Elisa's disappearance would become shrouded in darkness and intrigue, her final moments within the Cecil Hotel forever etched into the annals of history. And as the investigation unfolded, the truth would prove to be far more chilling than anyone could have imagined. In the aftermath of Elisa Lam's mysterious elevator episode, life at the Cecil Hotel continued with an eerie normalcy. Guests bustled through the lobby, staff members carried out their duties, and the city of Los Angeles hummed with its usual energy. Amidst this facade of normalcy, Elisa seamlessly blended into the tapestry of daily life, her interactions with others betraying no hint of the turmoil brewing beneath the surface. Throughout her time at the hotel, Elisa crossed paths with fellow guests and engaged in casual conversations with the staff. From exchanging pleasantries in the lobby to sharing smiles in the hotel's dining area, she appeared at ease in her surroundings, her bright demeanor belying any sense of distress or unease. To those around her, Elisa seemed like any other young traveler exploring the vibrant streets of Los Angeles. She struck up conversations with strangers, swapped stories with fellow adventurers, and immersed herself in the rich tapestry of experiences that the city had to offer. Her infectious enthusiasm and genuine curiosity drew people to her, forging fleeting connections in the transient world of the Cecil Hotel. But beneath the surface, whispers of Elisa's strange behavior circulated among the hotel staff, raising questions about the young woman's state of mind. Yet, despite these murmurs of concern, no one could have predicted the dark turn that Elisa's journey would soon take. As the days passed and Elisa's interactions within the hotel continued, the truth remained elusive, lurking just beyond the reach of comprehension. And as the shadows deepened and the mystery deepened, the stage was set for the chilling revelation that would shake the Cecil Hotel to its core. In the dimly lit confines of the Cecil Hotel's elevator, the security footage captured a scene that would send shivers down the spine of anyone who watched it. Elisa Lam stood alone, her figure bathed in the harsh glow of the overhead lights, her expression twisted with a mixture of fear and confusion. As the doors slid shut, Elisa's behavior took on an unsettling intensity. She pressed multiple buttons on the control panel, her movements frantic and disjointed. At times, she peered anxiously into the hallway outside the elevator, as if searching for something or someone that lurked in the shadows. Her hands trembled as she gestured erratically, her fingers tracing invisible patterns in the air. She seemed to be engaged in a one-sided conversation, her words lost to the silence of the surveillance footage. Whatever unseen specter haunted her thoughts remained a chilling mystery, its presence palpable in the air. At one point, Elisa stepped out of the elevator, her movements hesitant and tentative. She peered cautiously around the corner, her eyes wide with apprehension. It was as if she sensed something lurking just beyond the edge of her vision, something that filled her with a primal sense of dread. But as quickly as her fear had surfaced, it seemed to dissipate just as suddenly. Elisa re-entered the elevator, her demeanor shifting once more. She pressed more buttons on the control panel, her movements now languid and unhurried. It was as if she had been granted a brief respite from the shadows that stalked her, a fleeting moment of clarity in the midst of the chaos. As the footage came to an end and the elevator doors closed once more, the sense of unease lingered in the air. Elisa Lam had vanished into the darkness of the Cecil Hotel, leaving behind only the haunting echo of her final moments captured on film. And as the world watched in horrified fascination, the true nature of her fate remained shrouded in mystery. As the hours stretched into days and Elisa Lam failed to check out of the Cecil Hotel, a sense of unease began to pervade the atmosphere among both the hotel staff and the guests. What had started as a routine stay for the bright Canadian student had now turned into a haunting mystery, casting a shadow over the once bustling corridors of the hotel. The front desk buzzed with whispered conversations as worried staff members exchanged theories about Elisa's whereabouts. Had she simply decided to extend her stay without informing anyone? Or had something more sinister befallen her within the walls of the Cecil Hotel? With each passing hour, the uncertainty grew, gnawing away at the facade of normalcy that had once enveloped the hotel. Guests, too, began to take notice of Elisa's absence, their inquiries met with vague reassurances from the hotel staff. Yet, as the days wore on and Elisa remained nowhere to be found, the concern among the guests escalated, mingling with a sense of fear and apprehension. Rumors swirled through the hotel like a whispering wind, each one more unsettling than the last. Some claimed to have seen shadowy figures lurking in the hallways at night, while others spoke of strange noises echoing through the corridors. As the mystery of Elisa's disappearance deepened, the Cecil Hotel seemed to take on a life of its own, its dark history casting a long shadow over the present. Yet, amidst the growing concern and fear, there were those who refused to give up hope. Search parties were organized, flyers were plastered across the city, and prayers were whispered into the night. But as the days turned into weeks, and still there was no sign of Elisa, the truth began to dawn on those left behind. Elisa Lam had vanished without a trace, leaving behind only a trail of unanswered questions and lingering doubts. And as the world watched in horrified fascination, the chilling truth of her fate would soon be revealed, casting the Cecil Hotel into the depths of infamy once more. With growing concern surrounding Elisa Lam's disappearance, the authorities were called in to unravel the mystery that had engulfed the Cecil Hotel. Police officers flooded the grand halls of the historic building, their presence a stark contrast to the once bustling atmosphere that had defined the establishment. Led by seasoned detectives, the investigation began in earnest, with officers meticulously scouring every inch of the hotel for clues. From the dimly lit corridors to the shadowy corners of the basement, no stone was left unturned in the search for answers. The initial focus of the investigation centered on the hotel itself, as officers retraced Elisa's last known movements within its walls. Surveillance footage was scrutinized, witness statements were gathered, and forensic experts combed through every piece of evidence with painstaking precision. Meanwhile, search teams were dispatched to explore the surrounding area, their efforts aided by volunteers and concerned citizens eager to lend a helping hand. From the bustling streets of downtown Los Angeles to the hidden alleyways that lurked in the shadows, no avenue was left unexplored in the quest to find Elisa. As the days turned into weeks and still there was no sign of Elisa, the pressure on the investigators intensified. Yet, despite their best efforts, the truth remained elusive, slipping through their fingers like grains of sand. But as the investigation continued to unfold, a chilling realization began to dawn on those involved. The Cecil Hotel held secrets far darker than anyone could have imagined, secrets that threatened to consume all who dared to uncover them. And as the world waited with bated breath for answers, the truth of Elisa Lam's disappearance would soon be revealed, plunging the Cecil Hotel into the depths of infamy once more. But for now, as the investigation pressed on, hope flickered in the darkness, a beacon of light amidst the encroaching shadows. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the frustration and confusion surrounding Elisa Lam's disappearance deepened, casting a shadow of doubt over the efforts of those involved in the investigation. Despite exhaustive searches, meticulous inquiries, and countless hours of analysis, no trace of Elisa could be found, leaving investigators grasping at straws in their quest for answers. The once bustling corridors of the Cecil Hotel now echoed with the hollow footsteps of those haunted by uncertainty, their frustration palpable in the air. Every lead pursued ended in a dead end. Every piece of evidence examined yielded more questions than answers. It was as if Elisa had vanished into thin air, leaving behind only whispers of her presence and the lingering scent of fear. For the detectives tasked with unraveling the mystery, the weight of failure hung heavy on their shoulders, their frustration boiling over into moments of heated debate and terse exchanges. Each new dead end served as a stark reminder of the seemingly insurmountable challenges they faced, and with each passing day, hope dwindled like a candle flickering in the wind. Meanwhile, the confusion among the public grew, fueled by speculation and rumor as conspiracy theories flourished in the absence of concrete answers. Was Elisa the victim of foul play, or had she chosen to disappear of her own volition? With no clear motive or suspect in sight, the truth remained tantalizingly out of reach, a distant mirage shimmering on the horizon. But amidst the frustration and confusion, there were those who refused to give up hope. Family and friends continued to hold vigils and raise awareness, their unwavering determination a testament to the enduring bond that connected them to Elisa. And as the investigation pressed on, their voices echoed in the darkness, a beacon of light amidst the encroaching shadows. Yet, as the days turned into months and still there was no sign of Elisa, the harsh reality of her disappearance began to sink in. The frustration and confusion that had once defined the search for answers now gave way to a sense of resignation, as the mystery of Elisa Lam's fate remained unsolved, forever shrouded in darkness. With the search for Elisa Lam reaching a fever pitch and still no sign of her whereabouts, investigators found themselves facing a daunting decision. It was time to expand their search to the most unlikely of places, the labyrinthine network of water tanks that loomed ominously atop the Cecil Hotel. As the investigative team geared up for the perilous task ahead, tension crackled in the air like electricity, each member keenly aware of the dangers that lay ahead. Scaling the towering heights of the hotel's rooftop, they navigated their way through a maze of rusted pipes and precarious catwalks, their hearts pounding in their chests with each step. With trepidation coursing through their veins, the investigators approached the first of the water tanks, its towering presence casting a long shadow over the rooftop. With cautious precision, they pried open the lid, the metallic screech of metal against metal echoing through the stillness of the night. What they found within sent shivers down their spines, a murky abyss stretching out before them, its depths shrouded in darkness and mystery. With a sinking feeling in the pit of their stomachs, they knew that the answers they sought lay somewhere within the depths of these ominous vessels. One by one, the investigators descended into the darkness, their flashlights piercing the inky blackness as they searched for any sign of Elisa Lam. With each passing moment, the tension mounted, the silence broken only by the sound of their labored breaths and the echoing drip of water echoing through the cavernous space. As they combed through the water tanks with painstaking precision, hope flickered like a dying ember, threatened to be extinguished by the weight of despair. But just when all seemed lost, a glimmer of light pierced the darkness, a discovery that would send shockwaves through the investigation and change everything they thought they knew about Elisa Lam's disappearance. In the oppressive stillness of the rooftop, investigators continued their painstaking search of the water tanks, their hearts heavy with dread as they delved deeper into the chilling abyss. And then, in a moment that would forever be etched into their memories, they stumbled upon a sight that sent shivers down their spines, the lifeless body of Elisa Lam, floating amidst the murky waters like a specter of the night. A collective gasp escaped their lips as they beheld the grim scene before them, their minds reeling with the horrifying realization of what they had uncovered. For a long, agonizing moment, they stood frozen in shock, unable to comprehend the magnitude of the tragedy that had unfolded in their midst. With trembling hands and hearts heavy with sorrow, the investigators moved to retrieve Elisa's body from the depths of the water tank, their every movement weighed down by the crushing weight of grief. As they cradled her lifeless form in their arms, they were overcome by a sense of profound loss, knowing that they had failed to save her from the darkness that had consumed her. The silence that descended upon the rooftop was deafening, broken only by the sound of their ragged breaths and the distant wail of sirens piercing the night air. And as they gazed upon the pale, motionless figure of Elisa Lam, a chilling realization dawned upon them. The truth of her fate was far more horrifying than they could have ever imagined. For in death, Elisa had become a tragic symbol of the darkness that lurked within the walls of the Cecil Hotel, her story a haunting reminder of the fragility of life and the depths of despair that lay hidden beneath the surface. And as the investigators grappled with the harrowing truth of what they had uncovered, they knew that the mystery of Elisa Lam's disappearance was far from over. With Elisa Lam's lifeless body discovered within the water tank atop the Cecil Hotel, the investigation took a chilling turn as investigators grappled with the bizarre circumstances surrounding her death. The sealed water tank, which had seemed impenetrable to outside forces, became a focal point of scrutiny, its presence shrouded in mystery and intrigue. As forensic experts meticulously examined the scene, they were confounded by the lack of evidence pointing to foul play. There were no signs of struggle or trauma on Elisa's body, no traces of toxic substances in her system. It was as if she had simply vanished into thin air before meeting her untimely demise within the confines of the water tank. The sealed lid of the water tank further compounded the mystery, raising unsettling questions about how Elisa could have possibly gained access to the vessel on her own. The lid, which required considerable effort to open, seemed an insurmountable barrier to someone acting alone. Yet, there was no evidence to suggest that anyone else had been involved in her death. As theories and speculations swirled through the air like a thick fog, investigators found themselves grappling with the enigma of Elisa Lam's final moments. Had she met with a tragic accident while attempting to explore the rooftop of the hotel? Or had she been driven to take her own life, seeking solace in the depths of the water tank? With each new revelation, the mystery deepened, its tendrils weaving a tangled web of confusion and intrigue. And as investigators pieced together the fragments of evidence, they were met with more questions than answers, each one leading them further down the rabbit hole of uncertainty. But amidst the chaos and confusion, one thing remained clear: the truth of Elisa Lam's death was far more elusive than anyone could have ever imagined. And as the investigation pressed on, the chilling circumstances surrounding her demise would continue to haunt the corridors of the Cecil Hotel, forever shrouded in darkness and mystery. As news of Elisa Lam's tragic death spread like wildfire, the media descended upon the Cecil Hotel, turning the once quiet establishment into a frenzied circus of cameras, reporters, and onlookers. The story of the bright Canadian student who had vanished under mysterious circumstances had captured the imagination of the public, sparking a media storm unlike anything the city of Los Angeles had ever seen. Television crews set up makeshift studios outside the hotel, broadcasting live updates to a captivated audience hungry for answers. Reporters clamored for interviews with hotel staff, investigators, and anyone else connected to the case, their relentless pursuit of the truth driving them to the brink of obsession. Social media platforms buzzed with speculation and conspiracy theories, as armchair detectives dissected every detail of the case in search of hidden clues and hidden meanings. From Reddit threads to YouTube videos, the story of Elisa Lam's death became a viral sensation, captivating millions around the world with its chilling narrative of mystery and intrigue. But amidst the frenzy of speculation and sensationalism, there were those who sought to honor Elisa's memory and seek justice for her untimely demise. Vigils were held in her honor, candles flickering in the darkness as mourners gathered to pay their respects to the bright young woman whose life had been tragically cut short. Yet, even as the media circus raged on, the truth of Elisa Lam's death remained elusive, its secrets buried beneath layers of speculation and conjecture. And as the spotlight faded and the crowds dispersed, the Cecil Hotel stood silent and still, its dark history casting a long shadow over the city of Los Angeles. With the mysterious death of Elisa Lam capturing the attention of the world, a multitude of theories and speculation arose in an attempt to make sense of the enigmatic circumstances surrounding her demise. As investigators grappled with the bewildering array of possibilities, the public fervently debated the myriad theories that emerged, each one more tantalizing and terrifying than the last. One prevailing theory suggested that Elisa had fallen victim to foul play, perhaps at the hands of a fellow guest or even a member of the hotel staff. The eerie elevator footage, coupled with the sealed water tank in which her body was found, seemed to point towards a sinister plot lurking within the shadows of the Cecil Hotel. Others posited that Elisa's death was the result of a tragic accident, perhaps the result of a misstep or a moment of confusion brought on by her reported struggles with mental health issues. The hotel's reputation for being a haven for the troubled and the downtrodden only fueled speculation that Elisa had met with an untimely end due to a lapse in judgment or a moment of desperation. Conspiracy theories ran rampant, with some suggesting that Elisa's death was connected to the hotel's dark past, which included a string of suicides, murders, and other nefarious activities. From secret societies to government cover-ups, the whispers of intrigue and mystery seemed to echo through the halls of the Cecil Hotel, casting a shadow of suspicion over all who dared to delve into its murky depths. And then there were those who believed that Elisa's death was the result of something far more sinister, a paranormal phenomenon that defied rational explanation. From ghostly apparitions to demonic possession, The hotel's reputation as a hotbed of supernatural activity only added fuel to the flames of speculation, leaving many to wonder if Elisa had fallen victim to forces beyond human comprehension. As the myriad theories and speculation continued to swirl around the case, one thing remained clear: the truth of Elisa Lam's death was far more elusive than anyone could have ever imagined. And as investigators sifted through the tangled web of possibilities, they knew that unraveling the mystery of her demise would require peering into the darkest recesses of the human psyche and confronting the chilling reality that some secrets are best left buried. As the investigation into Elisa Lam's death pressed on, the police found themselves navigating a treacherous labyrinth of conflicting evidence and conspiracy theories, each one threatening to derail their quest for the truth. With every lead followed and every theory explored, the line between fact and fiction blurred, leaving investigators grappling with the daunting task of separating reality from speculation. Amidst the chaos of the media frenzy and public scrutiny, the police faced mounting pressure to deliver answers, a task made all the more challenging by the myriad theories and rumors that swirled through the public consciousness like a thick fog. From the shadowy world of organized crime to the murky depths of the supernatural, the theories ran the gamut, each one presenting its own unique set of challenges and obstacles to overcome. Yet, amidst the uncertainty and confusion, the detectives remained steadfast in their pursuit of the truth, tirelessly combing through mountains of evidence in search of the elusive clues that would unlock the mystery of Elisa's death. With each new revelation came new challenges, as conflicting testimonies and red herrings threatened to derail their progress at every turn. But despite the obstacles they faced, the detectives refused to be deterred, their determination unwavering in the face of adversity. With dogged persistence, they sifted through the tangled web of lies and half-truths, determined to uncover the truth hidden beneath the surface. As the investigation progressed, the thin blue line that separated truth from fiction grew ever more tenuous, stretching to its breaking point under the weight of the overwhelming evidence and conflicting accounts. Yet, even in the darkest moments, the detectives refused to give up hope, clinging to the belief that justice would prevail in the end. And as the investigation neared its conclusion, the truth of Elisa Lam's death would finally be revealed, laying bare the chilling reality of the events that had unfolded within the walls of the Cecil Hotel. But for now, amidst the swirling maelstrom of speculation and uncertainty, the detectives pressed on, their resolve unyielding in the face of the darkness that threatened to consume them. With the investigation into Elisa Lam's disappearance reaching a critical juncture, detectives embarked on a painstaking journey to piece together her movements in the days leading up to her vanishing. Armed with a myriad of surveillance footage, witness statements, and forensic evidence, they delved into the intricate tapestry of Elisa's life, determined to uncover the truth hidden within the shadows. Their journey began with a meticulous examination of the last known sightings of Elisa within the Cecil Hotel. From the chilling elevator footage that captured her erratic behavior to witness accounts of her interactions with fellow guests and hotel staff, detectives painstakingly retraced her steps, seeking to uncover any clues that might shed light on her mysterious disappearance. As they combed through hours of surveillance footage and conducted interviews with those who had crossed paths with Elisa, a portrait of the bright young woman began to emerge, a traveler with a zest for adventure and a thirst for knowledge, whose infectious enthusiasm had touched the lives of all who knew her. But beneath the surface of her seemingly idyllic existence lay a labyrinth of secrets and shadows, each one presenting a new challenge for detectives to overcome. From her reported struggles with mental health issues to the whispers of conspiracy and intrigue that surrounded her death, the truth of Elisa's life was far more complex than anyone could have ever imagined. Yet, amidst the darkness that threatened to engulf them, the detectives pressed on, their determination unyielding in the face of adversity. With each new revelation, they came one step closer to unraveling the enigma of Elisa Lam's disappearance, their resolve unwavering in the face of the challenges that lay ahead. And as they followed the trail of breadcrumbs left behind by Elisa's movements, they knew that the truth of her fate would soon be revealed, laying bare the chilling reality of the events that had unfolded within the hallowed halls of the Cecil Hotel. But for now, amidst the swirling currents of speculation and uncertainty, the detectives forged ahead, their quest for justice driving them ever forward into the heart of darkness. As investigators delved deeper into the mystery of Elisa Lam's disappearance, they turned their focus towards understanding the intricate nuances of her mental health history, seeking to uncover the possible reasons behind her erratic behavior in the days leading up to her vanishing. With each new revelation, they peeled back the layers of Elisa's psyche, uncovering a complex tapestry of emotions and experiences that shed light on the enigmatic young woman at the center of the investigation. Through interviews with family members, friends, and mental health professionals, detectives learned of Elisa's struggles with depression and anxiety, which had plagued her for years leading up to her trip to Los Angeles. From the weight of academic pressure to the challenges of navigating life as a young adult, Elisa's journey had been marked by moments of darkness and despair, each one leaving its indelible mark on her fragile psyche. But amidst the shadows that threatened to consume her, there were moments of light, a supportive network of loved ones who stood by her side through the darkest of times, offering comfort and solace when she needed it most. Yet, even their unwavering support could not shield Elisa from the demons that lurked within, haunting her every step and casting a shadow over her dreams of a brighter future. As detectives pieced together the fragments of Elisa's mental health history, a clearer picture began to emerge, a young woman grappling with the complexities of life, seeking solace in the fleeting moments of joy and beauty that punctuated her journey. Yet, amidst the chaos of her inner turmoil, there were moments of clarity when Elisa's indomitable spirit shone through, illuminating the darkness that threatened to engulf her. And as investigators delved deeper into the labyrinth of Elisa's mind, they knew that the truth of her disappearance lay not only in the shadows of the Cecil Hotel, but also within the depths of her own soul. For in understanding the complexities of her mental health journey, they came one step closer to unraveling the enigma of Elisa Lam, a bright young woman whose light had been extinguished far too soon, leaving behind only the echoes of a life cut tragically short. After months of relentless investigation and exhaustive efforts to unravel the mysteries surrounding Elisa Lam's disappearance, the truth emerged like a bolt of lightning in the darkness, illuminating the chilling reality of her fate. Contrary to the wild speculations and sensational theories that had swirled around the case, the conclusion reached by investigators was as shocking as it was sobering. It was revealed that Elisa's tragic demise was not the result of foul play or nefarious conspiracy, but rather a heartbreaking accident born from a convergence of unforeseen circumstances. Through meticulous examination of evidence and painstaking analysis of Elisa's movements leading up to her disappearance, investigators pieced together a narrative that painted a haunting portrait of her final moments. It was determined that Elisa, in a state of profound mental distress, had found her way onto the rooftop of the Cecil Hotel, where she encountered the rooftop water tanks. In a tragic twist of fate, Elisa, in her altered mental state, had unwittingly gained access to one of the water tanks where she had tragically drowned. The sealed lid, which had initially sparked suspicions of foul play, was revealed to have been closed by hotel staff as part of routine maintenance, a detail that had been overlooked in the chaos of the investigation. The revelation sent shockwaves through the community, as the truth of Elisa's fate pierced through the veil of speculation and rumor that had clouded the case. It was a sobering reminder of the devastating impact of mental illness and the importance of destigmatizing discussions surrounding mental health. As the world grappled with the startling conclusion of the investigation, there was a sense of closure, a recognition that while the truth of Elisa's fate was a bitter pill to swallow, it was a necessary step towards healing and understanding. And as her memory was honored and her legacy celebrated, there was a renewed commitment to ensuring that tragedies like hers would never befall another soul. In the end, the truth of Elisa Lam's disappearance served as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of empathy and compassion in the face of adversity. And though her light had been extinguished far too soon, her story would continue to resonate with all who had been touched by its tragic resonance. The conclusion of the investigation into Elisa Lam's disappearance and tragic death brought a profound sense of closure to some, but for others, the wounds left behind by her absence continued to fester, leaving a lasting impact on her family, friends, and the community at large. For Elisa's family, the pain of their loss was immeasurable, their grief a heavy burden that weighed upon their hearts like a stone. In the wake of her death, they grappled with feelings of profound sadness and profound regret, haunted by the knowledge that they would never again see her bright smile or hear her infectious laughter. Her friends, too, struggled to come to terms with the harsh reality of her absence, their lives forever altered by the sudden and tragic loss of someone they had held dear. In the empty spaces left behind by her departure, they found themselves grappling with a sense of profound emptiness, their memories of Elisa serving as a bittersweet reminder of the vibrant soul they had known and loved. And for the community at large, Elisa's disappearance and death served as a sobering reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of coming together in times of crisis. In the aftermath of her passing, there was an outpouring of support and solidarity from all corners of the city, as people rallied around Elisa's family and friends in their time of need. But amidst the echoes of loss and sorrow, there were also moments of profound beauty and resilience, as the community came together to honor Elisa's memory and celebrate the life she had lived. From candlelight vigils to acts of kindness carried out in her name, her legacy lived on in the hearts of all who had been touched by her story. In the end, while the pain of Elisa's loss would never fully fade, her memory served as a beacon of light in the darkness, guiding those who had loved her through the long and difficult journey of healing and remembrance. And though she was gone, her spirit lived on in the hearts of all who had been touched by her grace and kindness, a testament to the enduring power of love in the face of tragedy. The case of Elisa Lam's disappearance and tragic death served as a sobering reminder of the profound impact of mental health struggles on individuals and communities alike. As the world grappled with the shock and sadness of her passing, there emerged a newfound awareness of the importance of mental health awareness and support in our society. One of the most poignant lessons learned from Elisa's case was the critical need for compassion and understanding when it comes to mental health issues. Her story shed light on the challenges faced by those who struggle with mental illness, and the stigma that often surrounds discussions of mental health in our society. In the wake of Elisa's passing, there was a renewed commitment to destigmatizing mental health and providing support and resources to those in need. From grassroots initiatives to national campaigns, efforts were made to raise awareness and promote open dialogue about mental health, encouraging individuals to seek help when they needed it most. Moreover, Elisa's case highlighted the importance of early intervention and access to mental health care services. By providing support and resources to individuals struggling with mental illness, we can help prevent tragedies like hers from occurring in the future and ensure that those in need receive the help and support they deserve. Ultimately, Elisa's legacy serves as a poignant reminder of the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Though her life was tragically cut short, her memory lives on as a beacon of hope and inspiration to all who knew her, and her story continues to inspire change and foster compassion in the hearts of those who hear it. And as we reflect on the lessons learned from her case, we are reminded of the importance of coming together as a community to support one another, and to strive for a world where mental health is treated with the same care and compassion as physical health. As the dust settled on the case of Elisa Lam, her memory endured as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of love in the face of tragedy. Though her life was tragically cut short, her legacy lived on in the hearts of all who had been touched by her story, inspiring change and fostering compassion in the hearts of those who heard it. Elisa's legacy was one of light, a shining beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. Through her kindness, her compassion, and her unwavering spirit, she touched the lives of all who knew her, leaving behind a legacy of love that would endure long after she was gone. But perhaps most striking was the ongoing fascination with her story, a fascination that spoke to the profound impact she had on those around her, and the enduring mystery that surrounded her untimely demise. From the eerie elevator footage that captured her final moments to the chilling circumstances of her death, Elisa's story captured the imagination of millions around the world, sparking a fascination that transcended time and space. Yet, amidst the speculation and intrigue, it was important to remember that behind the headlines and the conspiracy theories was a young woman whose life had been cut tragically short. Elisa was more than just a mystery to be solved or a story to be dissected. She was a daughter, a sister, a friend, and a beloved member of her community, whose memory would live on in the hearts of all who had been touched by her grace and kindness. As we reflect on Elisa's legacy, we are reminded of the importance of cherishing every moment we have with those we love, and of reaching out to those in need with compassion and empathy. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life, and the enduring power of love to overcome even the darkest of days. And though the fascination with her story may endure, let us never forget the bright young woman at the center of it all, a beacon of light whose memory will forever shine brightly in the hearts of all who knew her. May her legacy inspire us to be kinder, more compassionate, and more understanding towards one another, and may her spirit continue to guide us on our journey towards a brighter, more hopeful future. Elisa Lam's case not only captivated the world with its mysterious circumstances, but also raised important societal issues that demanded reflection and action. Two of the most prominent issues were the treatment of mental illness and the ethics of hotel security, both of which were thrust into the spotlight as the details of her disappearance unfolded. The treatment of mental illness emerged as a central theme in Elisa's story, shedding light on the challenges faced by those grappling with mental health issues and the systemic barriers that often hinder access to care and support. Her struggles with depression and anxiety served as a poignant reminder of the importance of destigmatizing mental health and providing resources for those in need. The case sparked conversations about the need for increased awareness, improved access to mental health services, and the cultivation of a more compassionate and understanding society. The ethics of hotel security also came under scrutiny in the wake of Elisa's disappearance. The Cecil Hotel, known for its troubled history and lax security measures, raised questions about the duty of hotels to ensure the safety of their guests, particularly those who may be vulnerable due to mental health challenges. The case prompted discussions about the responsibility of hotels to implement adequate security protocols, including monitoring systems and staff training, to prevent tragedies like Elisa's from occurring in the future. Furthermore, Elisa's case highlighted broader issues surrounding privacy and surveillance in public spaces. The release of the elevator footage, which showed Elisa's erratic behavior in the moments leading up to her disappearance, sparked debates about the ethical implications of sharing such sensitive material and the potential harm it can cause to individuals and their families. In reflecting on these societal issues, Elisa's case serves as a catalyst for change, inspiring conversations and initiatives aimed at addressing the systemic issues that contributed to her tragic fate. By shining a light on the treatment of mental illness and the ethics of hotel security, her story calls upon us to strive for a more compassionate, understanding, and equitable society, one in which all individuals are supported, valued, and protected.